Welcome to the deep dive.
Hello.
This is where we take a stack of some really fascinating source material and just try to distill it down.
Right. Down to the essential, actionable wisdom you really need to know.
Exactly. And our mission today is, well, it's laser focused. We are diving deep into personal development. We're exploring the practical architecture of character, the intentionality of presence, and, the sheer power of consistent effort.
And the foundation for all this, it comes from a pretty extensive character and relationship development program. It seems to be based on the work in the book, The Marketing of You, a guide to character development for teens.
It's a really comprehensive approach. I mean, we're talking about a full 12-hour program, 8
Yeah,
sessions.
it covers everything from grit to financial literacy.
But for us, the core idea we have to start with is character itself. The material defines it as the integration of 3 things.
Your thoughts, your feelings, and your behavior.
It's the sum of those 3 working together.
Exactly. It's an integrated approach. It says your internal reality and how you present yourself externally, they're inseparable.
But today, we're really zeroing in on 3 specific high-impact pillars from this program.
Starting with the idea of finding some internal stillness in what is, let's be honest, a very noisy and distracting world.
Okay, let's unpack this. The first concept is living in the moment.
Right, which the material calls the essential practice for calming the chaos.
Calming the chaos. I like that. So what does it mean in this context?
It's all about fully engaging with what's happening right now, appreciating it as it unfolds. And this is the hard part, actively letting go of the stuff that pulls you into the past, like regret, or into the future, like anxiety.
It's the foundation for clarity then, before you can really do anything else.
You have to have that clarity.
And what I really appreciate about these sources is that they don't just leave it there as some abstract idea. They give 10 very specific, tangible examples.
Starting with something we all do every day, a simple social interaction. The material emphasizes mindful socializing.
Okay, which is what? Putting the phone away.
That's the core of it, yeah. Put away the phone when you're with friends, share stories, actually laugh.
Prioritize the connection right in front of you over, the digital one that's happening somewhere else.
And that kind of attention, that focus, it moves right into point number 2, engaging in hobbies.
So if you're painting or playing an instrument, you're not supposed to be thinking about the Instagram post.
Exactly. You're supposed to immerse yourself in the action itself, the brushstrokes, the notes. The process becomes the purpose, not the product.
And that deep attention applies to the physical world, too. They bring up the nature walk.
Yeah, and it's so specific. It says, pay attention to the color of the leaves, the feeling of the breeze on your skin, the sound of birds.
It's a deliberate act, almost meditative. You're reducing stress just by kind of radically paying attention to what's outside your own head.
And that radical attention is something most of us, I think, struggle with at big events, which is number 4, experiencing events fully.
Oh, yeah. Concerts, sports games.
The directive is to focus on the atmosphere, the energy, in real time.
Instead of becoming a human tripod, just trying to record the whole thing.
It's a challenging point, isn't it? Because we're all told to capture memories.
Right.
But the source is suggesting that by trying to capture the memory, you actually sacrifice the experience itself.
It's a trade-off. Preservation versus presence.
And that tension shows up again in the classroom for number 5, being present in learning.
This one really hit me. The focus isn't just to study for the test.
No, it's to concentrate on the material, ask questions, and genuinely understand the concepts.
And the source material has this powerful line. It's in all caps.
Learn how to learn.
Yes, that's the real effort of presence in an academic setting.
The next 5 points kind of turn that presence inward. We've got mindful eating.
So slowing down, savoring the textures, the flavors.
Instead of just rushing through the meal.
And then a really crucial point on emotional health. Number 7, allowing yourself to feel.
Yeah, so when those big emotions hit, joy, sadness, whatever, the advice is to just acknowledge them, feel them, don't suppress them.
And it suggests tools for that, right? Like journaling or just talking to a trusted friend.
Right. Then number 8 encourages adventurous spontaneity.
Like seizing those opportunities for a last-minute road trip or a pop-up event.
Without overthinking it or making excuses, it's presence but applied to opportunity.
Which brings us to number 9, which, let's be honest,
It's the hardest one.
the digital detox.
Yeah, and it's not about giving up screens forever. It's about dedicating specific, protected time each week to disconnect.
To read a book or cook or do a craft. Just eliminating that constant pull of notifications.
It forces you to deal with silence, with your own thoughts, which is where the resistance is.
And that stillness, it leads right into the final point, number 10, reflective gratitude.
Just the simple habit of writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. It grounds you. It reinforces that present mindset.
So that's 10 really clear ways to calm the chaos. And what's fascinating is how the material then connects this internal presence to the external world.
It does, through suggested reading. It shows that presence also requires you to set external boundaries.
It brings up Set Boundaries, Find Peace by Nedra Glover Tawwab.
And it pulls out these key steps. Being conscious of how you feel, looking at patterns, knowing what you want.
And pushing past the people-pleasing tendencies.
The clarity you get from being present lets you see where your boundaries are actually being crossed.
And there's this really powerful distinction here. It clarifies that being assertive isn't the same as being mean.
Right.
Your boundaries might not be pleasant for other people, so setting them appears mean, but only to those who are benefiting from you not having any.
That completely reframes it. It's not confrontation, it's self-respect.
Absolutely. Then the material links all this to the 4 agreements.
Yeah, by Don Miguel Ruiz. The idea is if you want that mental clarity, you have to commit to these 4 tenets.
Be impeccable with your word.
Don't take anything personal. Don't make assumptions.
And always do your best.
These agreements just radically reduce the mental clutter, the self-inflicted drama. It frees up your mind.
So that's the internal quiet you need to understand yourself. Now we shift to the external engine that proves your value.
The principle of earning everything.
The core philosophy here is, well, it's simple, but pretty brutal.
Nothing is given. Everything is earned.
And the sources define the bedrock of earning as your ability to. How do they put it?
They conjure up the appropriate level of effort.
Right. The grit, you need to overcome 2 things. Your immediate frustration.
And that little inner voice that's always saying, you can't do this.
That definition is so key. Effort isn't just showing up, it's winning that internal war against self-doubt.
And this effort isn't vague either. It's broken down across 4 pillars of well-being.
Let's start with the first one, physical well-being.
For physical well-being, the effort is all about consistency. You have the obvious habits, like regular exercise and healthy eating.
The stuff we all know we should be doing.
Exactly. But the third point, sleep hygiene, is where a lot of people miss the effort part.
Oh, that's a great point. It's not a passive thing.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's actively setting a schedule, creating the right environment. That discipline is the effort.
And the fourth point, personal hygiene and self-care, is framed the same way. It's an act of self-respect that you demonstrate through effort.
It's the basic upkeep required to present yourself to the world, which we'll get to later.
Okay, so then we move to emotional well-being. The effort here shifts.
It shifts to investment in relationships and in resilience. The sources talk about building resilience, which means working through challenges.
But also, and this is crucial, seeking support when you need it.
Right, from mentors, teachers, friends. Asking for help takes vulnerability. That's a form of effort.
And the effort of developing relationships is just as intentional.
It's investing time and energy. It's communication, empathy, active listening. It's not just hoping connections happen.
You have to show up for them. And then there's learning coping strategies.
Yeah, actively seeking out and practicing things like journaling or meditation. That's significant emotional labor.
Then finally, under emotional well-being, we have engaging in hobbies.
Which circles back to presence. But it's framed here as the effort you dedicate to your own interests. Art, music, sports. It builds self-esteem.
Okay, next up is the intellectual effort, intellectual well-being.
And the first one is academic effort. Studying, homework, participating in class discussions.
It's not just for grades, though. The source says it builds critical thinking.
And problem-solving skills, which you can apply everywhere.
Then there's the effort of pursuing extracurricular activities.
It's not just a box to check for an application. It's where you develop leadership and social skills you might not get in the classroom.
And what about setting and achieving goals?
That's the proactive effort. Right. It fosters purpose and self-discipline. It's applying that critical thinking to your own life's path.
And the last piece of this is skills development.
Actively learning new things. The source mentions AI, writing, public speaking. It ensures your value stays current.
Okay, the fourth and final pillar, financial well-being. This is all about money management.
It starts with the effort of part-time work, getting that practical experience.
Followed by budgeting and saving, which is just,
Yeah.
It's ongoing discipline, isn't it? To avoid debt and plan for the future.
It really is. And the third point is vital. Financial literacy.
This is more than just balancing a checkbook.
Oh, way more. It's actively learning about money, credit, loans, investments. That knowledge is a high-effort, high-return investment in yourself.
And finally, the effort of investment in future education.
Researching scholarships, internships, it's where intellectual effort meets financial planning.
So we've established the internal state of presence and the engine of effort. Now we get to part three.
This is where it gets really tactical.
It gives us the blueprint for presenting that character and effort to the world. It uses a business analogy, the 4 Ps.
You're taking all that internal work and packaging it. It's a marketing strategy for you,
Okay, so the first P is product.
which the source describes as, this is you, this year's model. What do you have for us?
It's your personal inventory.
Exactly. Built on all that sustained effort across the 4 pillars.
And the sources list out the ingredients for the product. Things like courage, curiosity, conscientiousness, integrity, resilience.
And the skills that go with them. Decision-making, critical thinking, communication. It's your baseline.
Now we move to the second P, price.
The question here is, show the world you are a valuable asset. It's how your worth is assessed by other people.
And what's really tactical here, and I found this fascinating, is how the list of key traits changes slightly from product to price.
It does.
The internal traits of conscientiousness and compassion, they're removed from the price list, and trustworthiness is added.
And that is a huge insight.
Mhm.
We shouldn't just gloss over that.
Right. What does that mean?
Well, it speaks directly to the difference between your internal effort and how the world perceives your value. Conscientiousness is what you do,
To build yourself up.
precisely. But the market, so to speak, doesn't pay for discipline. It can't see. It pays for dependability, for trustworthiness.
Your inner commitment becomes less important than your visible reliability.
Wow. And the required skills expand too. Under price, you suddenly need negotiating skills, emotional intelligence, and leadership capability.
Which makes sense. If you're valuable, you need the skills to assert that value and lead others.
The third P is people, described as, this is your board of directors.
I love that analogy.
It's great. It emphasizes the crucial role of mentors in your support system. This board is your parents, mentors, people you look up to.
The people you couldn't stand to let down.
And the source makes this profound point about the relationship being reciprocal. These people help you and ask for nothing in return.
With the hope that one day you'll have the honor of being on someone else's board of directors.
It connects all that relational effort back to a long-term impact.
Okay, the fourth P, promotion.
This is how you make it known that you are such a valuable asset. This is the packaging, the distribution of your price.
And the required traits here lean heavily on the visible ones, right? Courage, confidence, initiative.
Supported by communication skills and, critically, social media management.
All the hard work from the effort section pays off in visibility here. Okay, and finally, there's a fifth element, which we can call place.
Right. This is where you put yourself out there, be it locally, nationally, or internationally.
And for place, the necessary skills, again, specifically call out negotiating skills and emotional intelligence.
It highlights the need for savvy self-positioning. You have to be able to interact and secure those opportunities.
So if we connect this entire framework, this whole big picture,
You see this beautiful functional loop. The internal presence gives you the clarity.
which enables the consistent effort.
That effort across your physical, emotional, intellectual, and financial well-being directly builds your product and establishes your price.
Which you then promote and put into the right place in the world.
It's a strategic asset statement,
Mm-hmm.
backed by verifiable effort and marketed effectively. Character isn't just some fuzzy idea.
So what does this all mean for you listening? The sources offer a clear, actionable guide. It's rooted in intentional presence and hard-won effort,
It really just removes the mystery from personal growth.
and replaces it with a deliberate, strategic life plan. It's a way to ensure the most important product you have to offer, yourself, is always your highest quality model.
And building on that concept of the board of directors, I'll leave you with this thought. Consider not just who is on your board now, helping to guide you. Think about what actions, what consistent effort you're putting in today to make sure that one day you are qualified and ready to serve on someone else's board of directors. How are you actively earning the competence, the discipline, and maybe most importantly, the trustworthiness required to become a genuine mentor? That's where the cycle of earning everything really becomes a legacy.